You actually spend more over time compensating for inefficient glass than buying good premium quality glass up front. We were able to conceal most of the outlets underneath the upper cabinet. We just finished the templating for our countertops to be made. Every single piece of stone countertop is made to fit these exact cabinets just how they're positioned today. Now we get to have fun putting this beauty together. Hi guys, we're back here in Rochester, Michigan at our wonderful project, and we are finally putting in finishes. This is the exciting part, and everyone smiles at this stage. We've completed our rough ends, put all our electrical, plumbing, and HVAC in. We've designed and laid out and had several inspections, all approved. And now we get to have fun putting this beauty together. Today, I can show you that we have installed our drywall. We have our ceramic and porcelain floors in. We have painted our initial drywall after mudding, sanding, completely finishing it. And now we have our custom cabinetry installed. This is when our homeowners start to get excited. Here you can see that we have beautiful custom pre-finished cabinets. We have cabinet hardware, all of our tile. This sink took 4 people to put in place here, and it weighs over 500 pounds. It came with a truck, with a machine, with a high-low on it just to get it off the truck. Now that it's set in place, this farm-style sink had to be carefully fit to this custom cabinetry. This is going to be a focal point for this kitchen for decades. Behind the sink won't be drywall forever. Coming soon is that big 4-panel picture window with all cranking casements. That is going to let so much light into this room, and our homeowners cannot wait. You can see we have lights hanging everywhere and electrical galore. That's what it's supposed to look like during this stage. With this custom cabinetry package that we also have floating shelves. Those are custom routed to receive low voltage strip lights under cabinet lighting. These are some of the most elegant, difficult, and expensive finishes, but these are the details that our customer will remember the most when this project's completed soon. With less than 1 month before we unveil this finished project, we've still got a lot of work to do. We've just finished the templating for our countertops to be made. Every single piece of stone countertop is made to fit these exact cabinets just how they're positioned today. So in order to do our templating, we had to fully finish our cabinet install so that we knew every single final detail would be to the millimeter. Because once we make those countertop slabs, they're final. These beautiful countertops will be in just 1 or 2 weeks. The next 1 or 2 weeks, we'll be working behind the scenes through the fabrication process to make sure that every single detail is perfect. You only get 1 chance with these countertops. I am absolutely in love with this custom cabinetry that we were able to put together to conceal this hood. This is where a high-end kitchen really shows off. We have 2 tiers of cabinetry here with the white uppers on this wall and the wood grain lowers. And I just love how that wood grain upper hood cabinet pops and contrasts against it. What you don't see on this backsplash is a whole bunch of outlets like you typically see in a kitchen. We were able to conceal most of the outlets underneath the upper cabinet. This is going to give our customers free range to plug in their toaster, pizza oven, and their blender, and their Vitamix, as well as a few other devices at the same time. This is when our homeowner starts to really begin conceptualizing how they're going to prepare meals with their family and make memories for decades. This is by far every customer's favorite part of the project.
Hey Gary, what's a U factor?
For glass and for windows, the U factor pertains to the amount of heat loss or temperature transfer through the glass. The lower the U factor, the better performing and the more expensive the glass and the window will be. The cost will be to keep your home comfortable year-round.
What do they use to create the U factor?
Well, a window has glass and it has a frame. And so both the glass and the frame have to be energy efficient. And so there's a lot of technology into the glass these days, especially on our MI Remodelers exclusive windows. So we have a double pane window with 1/4-inch glass, 2 panes sandwiched together. We put a reflective coating on all surfaces of glass to reflect the heat from the inside back in the winter and the cold from the outside out. And of course that switches in the summer. And so they apply an oxide of silver on all surfaces of the glass, which gives it high reflective capabilities. The better the reflection is of the heat, of course, the more isolated the temperature can be between the 2 panes.
So in between the 2 panes, is there anything that goes in there?
That's a great question. Of course, we need a denser gas than ordinary air in order to better isolate the temperature change. And so if you vacuum out all the air in between the 2 panes, and you pump in enhanced gas with argon, that will be significantly more energy efficient than ordinary air. And of course, I put a commercial seal on it, so that glass pack should perform as described for decades. And at MI Remodelers, we actually warranty every part of the window. So if there's a failure with the glass, with the seal, with the frame, or anything else on it, even the crank, it's all covered. So why you ask about U factors is you'd be very concerned about the efficiency of it, because just like any other product, the less expensive glass looks similar to premium glass, but the U factor would be much higher, meaning that the cost up front would be lower, but of course that would mean that it would have greater heat loss, and so you actually spend more over time compensating for inefficient glass than buying good premium quality glass up front. There was an article in the Free Press many years ago, and they described this window as a super window, and they compared it to a European window that had 4 panes of glass, because with the technology that's applied to this glass, it's by far superior. And it's special order, and it's not sold every day. And so when other companies purchase windows, they choose which glass you and your family and your home will get. There's very little mandate for what kind of glass can be put in a window today. So the glass that's required to meet code doesn't meet the Energy Star criteria. Energy Star exists as a government entity to help homeowners receive more efficient home products. And windows, as you know, are a popular place for a building company to save money on the cost and a homeowner to think they're getting a better deal, because if they had 3 quotes and one was 10 and one was 12 and one was 14, we're asked all the time, what's the difference between the $10,000, the $12,000 and the $14,000 quote? It's probably the glass package, it's probably the frame thickness and quality, and the warranty. It's always a no-brainer in hindsight. And so EnergyStar.gov has qualifications for rebate. Maybe the amount this year would be $200. And you're considering my quote at $11,200, another quote for $10,500. If it turns out that I'm providing you a better quality window, which costs slightly more, but qualifying you for a rebate, it shrinks the gap and it allows more people to get the better quality up front.
Love it.